Let's talk about some setups that are really great to just kind of dive into and really wait for when it comes to price action trading, and just really clean setups that have nice follow through when it comes to day trading. And that's your double tops, your triple tops, your double bottoms. Those are great setups when it comes to day trading. Don't hear a lot of people talk about them, so let's talk about them here. As you can see, we have a nice pre-market level here, and it comes up. The market opens up and it seems to really reject that level. So as you're patient, it comes back up and it forms two tops. So let's zoom in a bit here. Let's zoom in a bit on this level. So we have a level here, the high day. Let's just create a resistance level there. And it ticks the top, comes back up and ticks it again and rejects it. That's one, two touches. That's a double top on that thing. You could have entered that trade short. And as it came down here, that's why it's important to pay yourself kind of when it comes into the first key level. VWAP's a good key level to pay yourself on that trade just in case it supports here and pushes through up further. Again, you have no idea. We're looking at the chart after the fact. You have no idea whether it's going to continue to sell off or push higher. That's why it's important to pay yourself when it comes into a key level. And then it continues up to again into this resistance level, and it 1, 2, 3, it triple tops on this one. This was nice. You could have taken it again as it rejects. Maybe you entered the trade here and risked off the top there, entered that trade and it continues to sell off. You'd want to kind of take some profits as it bounces into this level, right? And the low of the day. And taking profits there, and it continues to sell off. And as it consolidates, you want to take more profits. That's a great setup. Double tops, triple tops. Great setups. Waiting for that. Another one is the double bottom. So as you're way down here, you can see it kind of sells off for the day, comes up, comes back down, and consolidates this area here. So you could have risked off this level. The only thing I don't like about this, it has a nice consolidation. So you can see it takes a while to consolidate. The only thing I don't like when it comes to, just setups alone. And this is why it's key to look at not only this setup, but also the price action and the follow through. Most likely I would have probably entered on something like this, on this nice hammer candle. And it kind of sells off and it doesn't continue through. You could be patient. Again, it doesn't go past your risk that far. We can kind of risk off this level here, this other but seeing the follow through. This is another thing. Another point. I like to trade earlier in the morning because you have more continuation and follow through. There's more volume in the morning as opposed to later on in the day, and you can get that better follow through. If you enter along here, it kind of goes up and kind of doties around and kind of doesn't get the exact follow through that we're seeing here on this trade. So more lessons than just the setup alone in this video that I can get into, but this is a nice double bottom, right? One here, two touches here, it gets some continuation, but you don't see the follow through because the volume is not there later on. So you will see nice double bottoms and setups in general the more you start trading. But it's just an example of a double bottom. And this is a great example of, price action, not seeing a trade kind of follow through as much as you had wanted. So it's really important to watch that price action and see the follow through and, waiting on the trade to enter only when you see the proper price action. So hope that made sense. Again, nice setups or double tops, double bottoms. Watch that price action, watch it come into those key levels that you're setting up. Hopefully you're setting key levels. And if you're not, if you want to learn how to set those, again, I send my daily levels each and every morning straight to your inbox, straight to your email. So if you want to get those, click on the link below. If you want to learn to trade like how I trade, the price action system, that is in the description below. And I'll see you in the next video.